Get ready with me with my Tiffany Bride of Chucky makeup tutorial. Tiff is a 90s gal, so she needs those strong penciled in brows. I use my line brush for this, and I always use our Saint pigmented eyeshadows for my brow color. I use our magenta eyeshadow to start because she has this sickly pinkish purple to her features and kind of harshens those, and so it's the perfect color to start as our base. I use the small end of my Saint eyeshadow brush to kind of lay the eyeliner color, the halo below my eyes, and then I use the fluffy end to put it in my crease as a base before we add the purple later. I start lightly because it's way easier to add color than to try to take it away, and then I keep darkening it up and keep dabbing on the color slowly until it gets as dark as I want. And now I'm adding our kind of deep matte purple over it, again softly, so that I can build the color slowly and so that I can keep the balance between the fuchsia and the purple kind of even, so it gets just the right look for that sickly Tiff look. I'm going over all of the same areas where I laid the fuchsia and just kind of giving it that purple tinge. Now I'm darkening the lines of the face. I'm even contouring my nose with that purple. I deepen the Cupid's bow. She has lines, deepened lines in the folds around her face and the puppet lines, and even the kind of jowl areas immediately below the corners of the mouth. I'm combining our Saint shimmery bright purple color with one of our creamy white shimmers so that I can create just the right color of lavender for my lids. I keep going back and forth between the two until I get the right balance. I'm using one of our Saint raisin colored eyeshadows to kind of deepen up the colors, to really make the eyes pop and to take out a little bit of the brightness of the color. I'm going in with a light wash of this because I don't want it to completely override the color. I just want to deepen it. So I'm going over all of the same places on my eyes where I put that fuchsia and then the purple. I go in really lightly and slowly and softly to build that color. I'm just using my fingers to kind of soften up that purple contour that I did on my features. And then I go in with our Saint detail brush to soften it a little more. I go in with a really light, almost skin tone color as a transition shade to kind of soften the top edges of those bold eyeshadow colors. I add one of our white eyeshadows as a brow highlight right under my brows. Some white creamy illuminator to make my nose pop. This deep cherry color as a gloss base for my lips with some of that deep matte purple eyeshadow that I used on my eyes to give it that deeper color. I use our black cream eyeliner to kind of tilt up and extend the curves of the ends of my mouth and to outline my lips to kind of make those pop more. And I use the same color to make the little mole that Tiff has right above my mouth. I use a mix of a little bit of the magenta, but mainly the purple to kind of make the little sag marks under my mouth and around it to add to those puppet lines to kind of harshen my features that look more like Tiff's. And I'm adding in her dimples with that raisin eyeshadow color that I used on my eyes. And then I just kind of soften it to make it look like a more natural dimple and shadow. I'm adding just a touch of that deep cherry color that I used as a base on my lips for my cheeks. I don't want too much, just a little hint to kind of pull everything together. Like me, Tiff loves a black eyeliner wing on top, and so I add that in with my line brush per normal and our black eyeshadow. I'm going in with a little more of that raisin eyeshadow color with the small end of my eyeshadow brush to kind of deepen that lower eyeliner. And then I take our Saint line brush and I'm using that same raisin color, but deepening the color of the eyeliner even more at my lower lash line. And I'm just going back in and touching up if I feel like it needs to be deeper or more purple or more fuchsia, and just adding in whatever it is I need.